headed out by a Galatasaray player, driven back in. Oh my goodness me! What a brilliant goal by Aaron Ramsey. That has to be a contender for goal of the season. It's an absolute scorcher.
Top corner, keeper's got absolutely no chance.
Arsenal fans, Sporting Lisbon 0, Arsenal 1, and this was a huge win in the first leg of the quarter-final in the Champions League away at Sporting Lisbon. I had predicted a draw of 2-2, but we managed to win by a late winner by Kai Havertz in the 90+ 1 minute, and it was assisted by Martinelli. Of course, very excited about the game, but also very cautious since it's only the first leg, and as they say, it's just half time. So today we want to look at the highlights and the analysis of what happened in that game. And of course, let's first check the goal that was scored by Kai Havertz in the 90+ minute. So it was a cool turn by Martinelli, who got nice control by Havertz, who managed to score very, very late and ensure that we take an advantage to the Emirates. This was such a huge win. Sporting Lisbon were unbeaten in 17 games at home, and they've only lost one game this season. Come and collected finish by Kai Havertz. So let's quickly check the squad that started the game. And as you can see, we have David Raya with a fantastic performance, 8.7 rating, and he made 3 crucial saves in that game, especially to deny Suarez and Katamo. And also you can see the back line of Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori and Ben White, which was again fantastic. Another clean sheet. Ben White, an improved performance from the last game. Saliba and Gabriel, fantastic as usual. Dealt with Suarez as well, who has 33 goals this season for Sporting Lisbon. Then we have Calafiori. Was okay, not bad, it was not good, but he managed to play well. Then Rice, Subimendi and Odegaard. That midfield was cool also. Fantastic performance from them. Subimendi scored a goal, but it was VAR ruled it as offside. Gyökeres was offside. Our attack was Madueke, Gyökeres and Trossard, and you can see they were not really at their best. But the defense from Sporting Lisbon also ensured that they could not really perform at the highest level as well. So this game was such a huge win for us, and as you can see, the most of the players just had average ratings apart from our midfield and defense, and also you can see the substitutions which made the difference: Martinelli, Daumann and Havertz. And this is one thing that I usually scream during the game, that Arteta should bring on attacking substitutions during the game so that you can throw the kitchen sink at them. And if you look at the Southampton game, the reason we were beat is because Arteta brought in defensive substitutions instead of attacking substitutions, and that was the reason why we managed to win, because Arteta became proactive and not reactive as well. So you can see the star of the show was Kai Havertz, an impact substitution. And this, what does this mean for us? This means that now we go into the Emirates with a cushion. Most people are looking at this game like, if you can get a draw at Sporting, since they are unbeaten at home, it could be a very big advantage for us. And as well, I was looking at it like that, so that even if you get out of there with a 1-1 or 2-2, that's why I predicted 2-2, because I knew we were going to take at least something back to the Emirates. But now going back to the Emirates with 1-0, this will be a huge confidence booster. And as well, it was a huge turnaround and in performance from the last game. So this will be a big boost, because people are now saying the bottle has started, they're starting to collapse. Their mentality, people are questioning the mentality of the team. Are they really up for it? But now this win, it was a huge win, and I think it will get the boys back on track as well. So all of us are happy, but now very cautious. We're not going to celebrate much because the job is not yet done. An interesting thing about the games that were played on that day, if you look at all the games, they are still open games. Sporting Lisbon 1-0 half time. Barcelona beaten 2-0 by Atletico, which was a shock. Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid for the first time since 2012. It's actually 14 years. If you imagine, 14 years since Bayern Munich last beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. And then Paris Saint-Germain beat Liverpool 2-0 in what should have been more. Should have been 3-4 or 5-0. So all these games are still very close, and there's no need to yet start celebrating or start declaring that, oh, we have already passed through, because one goal in football, as we all know, is usually very, very dangerous. They can make a comeback. Anything is possible in the second leg as well. And what I really liked about that performance was the David Raya performance. David Raya really stood up to that game, and I can say that the keeper really makes a difference. And most of us were thinking, hey, Kepa, why was he starting Kepa in the cups? But since he's playing in the cups, you have to ensure that you give the second goalkeeper a chance to also prove himself and to push Raya as well. But now we saw the quality of Raya as well. Another player I want to talk about is Max Daumann, and he broke another record in the Champions League, becoming the youngest ever player to score in the UEFA Champions League. This was such a big achievement for Max Daumann, to the first youngster to play in a quarter-final in the Champions League, and he did well. He was not really to his best, but this boy is destined for greatness, because at 15 years old, playing in the Champions League quarterfinals is an achievement. Most of us at 16, we are not even sure what we are going to do in life, still maybe finishing high school. But this kid is playing in the Champions League as well. And he made history as well. He keeps on breaking records. And then he is going to now be an important part of the first team. But most fans are questioning, will he end up like Miles Lewis Kelly or Nwaneri? We all know Nwaneri now is on loan at Marseille, which is also, he went there to get minutes, and Miles Lewis Kelly has also dropped off the starting 11. He's now the third choice left back behind Calafiori and Hincapié. So you can see that these youngsters usually come with the hype, but will he be able to maintain that hype? So we are yet to see with Max Daumann yet. But this kid, the future is bright, and I hope good things and great things are going to come from this boy. Then the other thing I want to discuss is the substitution, impact substitution. Martinelli, for me, who I really criticize. I think Martinelli in the Premier League, he does not show this kind of technique or form, or this ability to just get past players. But in the Champions League, Martinelli has been electric with 5 goals, 2 assists, and he has managed to become an important player for us in the Champions League because of his super sub ability. His ability to come and control and change games is something that we can all be proud of as well. So Martinelli, fantastic win, fantastic assist to Kai Havertz to ensure that he manages to get us into the second leg with at least a lead as well. So if you look at this table, we are really close to the final. 4 games to go. Let's say 3 games in order to reach the final, but it's still far. Anything can happen in the second leg, and Arsenal fans, we have to be cautious because it's not over yet, and we still have to finalize the second leg. So this is only half time. And that's why you can see I'm just calm today, not really overreacting, not really going over and making huge claims that, oh, we have already won it. No, somebody who is doing that is already making claims that are not substantial, because teams like PSG, Bayern Munich, they are still in it. So we can't really underestimate them. But our chances of reaching the final are really high now. And if we look at the next few fixtures. Let's take a look at the fixtures that are coming up for Arsenal. We play in the Premier League against Bournemouth. I will be doing a match preview for Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Injury updates, what Mikel Arteta said, the odds, and what we should be looking into for this game. So before the second leg versus Sporting at the Emirates, we are going to be facing Bournemouth in the early kickoff in the Premier League. So this was the preview for today. Huge result, as I said, and the players getting back to form, getting confidence, pulling down the pressure that we are starting to collapse. And that is what I like about this team this season. Anytime we have faced adversity, we have come back even stronger, and we can go now on an unbeaten run, and that is what I hope. And if we manage to get 3 points versus Bournemouth, I'm going to be happy, because now we'll be a step closer to winning the first Premier League in 22 years, and that will be epic for Arsenal. So this is the Arsenal Pulse. Subscribe if you are new, follow, share, and support your boy going this content. And as well, come on, new Gunners. Let's go for the Champions League. Let's go for the Premier League. Of course, we can win both, but the question is, will we do it? So stay safe. See you in the next video. Tomorrow I'll be doing the match preview for Bournemouth versus Arsenal. So stay tuned and follow for more action. Peace out. Come on, you Gunners.